Today we'll see what are string functions. To start with, what exactly are string? A string is a sequence of characters, so something like say hello world or India or programming in C or any sequence of characters, we call it a string. So how do we represent a string in C? So we represent it as a one-dimensional array of type char. So this, you have to remember, this is an array. Okay, so how do we represent a string? First we write char and then we give the name of the string, followed by that we give the size of the string, and then we assign the value to it. So some of the examples are char place equal to Alapura. Here we have actually written all the characters together within a double quotes. Another way of representing is to have all these individual characters. We have used the curly brackets and we are separating each of these individual characters with comma. And here these two examples are given to show that you can actually avoid the index. And this example is to show you that the space, we can actually provide space within a string. So now we'll see what are the 5 different functions. These are just 5. We have more functions, but we are just limiting our lecture or this class to 5 functions. So this gets and puts are included in the stdio.h library, but here for string length, string copy and string compare, we have another header file called string.h. Okay, so let's see why we are using these functions. So the first one is gets. Gets is actually to read a string from the user. This usually, if we have a string, say if we have a variable called name, if we want to scan the value of the string name, we can use the scanner function with percentages. We can actually scan in, but instead of that we can use the gets function. Okay, so one of the advantages there is that with scanf it could be difficult for you to actually enter a value with space from the user, but with gets function you needn't do that. Okay, so that's it. Instead of the scanf percentages and name, you can directly give gets and name. So similarly with puts, you can display a string onto the console. So if we have a character, a name string, we can get the value using gets, and then we could have actually used printf to actually print the value onto the screen, but instead of that you can go directly with the puts function. Both of these will give you the exactly same results. So now we'll look to a different function, strlen. strlen is, you can expand it to remember it has string length, and it actually finds the length of a string. So this is an example program. So you can note here include string.h has been added here. So if you had to use strlen, you will have to use string.h as header file. Okay, so now let's go through this particular program. So int main, it has started here, and then this particular string has been assigned the value hello world, and now we have an integer variable length. What has been assigned to it, strlen message. Okay, so now with inside this length we have the string length of this particular string. So let's count what is the length. Hello world, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So there are 11 characters in this text. Okay, in this string which is stored inside the variable called message, we are having 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. We have 11 characters. So let's see what so 11 is the number of characters, so that gets printed out. Okay, so the next one is strcpy, that is for string copy. So as you all know, copy means we are copying the value from one place to a different place. Okay, so we'll just go through this here again. As we have used strcpy string copy, we have to include this header file string.h. So what has been done in this program, so we have a message variable to which the hello world has been stored. Here is a mistake here, so char text should have gone up, and after that we have copied, the char text is written right. So we have copied string, we have copied text comma message. Okay, so and then we are trying to display what is the value of text. So what happens here, we'll see the output. The output here is hello world. So what has happened here, in string copy function, first we give the destination. So here we had an empty string called text. So this is a variable to which no value was stored. So to that, so this is the destination, text is the destination. To that we need to store one particular value, and that value is message. So what is the value that is stored inside the variable message? That is hello world. So what happened here, strcpy destination source, the value stored here was copied to the variable text. Okay, so the text is having the value hello world. So that was actually printed when we used puts, it actually got printed. So the next one is a string comparison. strcmp is a function. It is used to compare two strings. So what essentially we get from here is we understand if two strings are exactly equal or not. Okay, so this is an example. So we have given here three variables here: message1, message2, and message3. Okay, and their values are hello world, and hello India. So this one, the message1 and message2 are exactly same, and message3 is different because the word India is different. Here we have world and here we have India. So we have two variables here. Actually the value that is returned from strcmp is actually stored to variables compare1, 2 and compare2, 3. So in the first statement we are actually comparing the strings message1 and message2. That's why we have written here compare1, 2. Okay, so int compare1, 2 is equal to strcmp message1 comma message2. What is message1? Hello world, and message2 is again hello world. So when we compare it, we actually are supposed to get, we want to know that both of them are exactly equal. Okay, and in the second case it's int compare2, 3. Here we are actually comparing two of them, two strings, hello world and hello India. And what we expect or what we want to know is that these two strings are different. Okay, so here we have given printf and we have tried to see what is the value of compare1, 2 and compare2, 3. So compare1, 2, actually both the strings are same. So computer tells us that they are the same. How does it show that? It actually gives us the value 0. So it's a kind of subtraction that this string compare function is doing. It subtracts message1 minus message2. If it's exactly same, it gives the value 0. But here what happened? Hello world and hello India, we tried to reduce. So hello till space is same. Hello and space is same for both message2 and message3. What happened after that? The first character of difference, here it is W and here it is I. So what string compare function did is that at the first instance where there is a difference, it tried to find the difference in the values. So from I to W we are having 14 characters. So if you count J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. So the difference between I and W is 14. So that is actually what's getting printed here. Okay, so that was about string. We looked to what is exactly a string, and then we looked to 5 functions that are using that are used to manipulate strings. So a bit more, you'll have to know a bit more into the details of these functions, but more on that when we look the topic functions. Okay, thank you.